and then elimination obviously looms. They've got time to put it right, but they're cutting it a little bit fine, aren't they? It's just not where we expected them to see. But as we said before, look, Real Madrid always seem to find a way, don't they? That's why they are the kings of Europe in general. We're going to get some reaction from their camp now, because Jude Bellingham, on his first visit here to Anfield, I'm not sure what he expected. He knows it's a very special place. It's a 2-0 loss for his team. He's with Jules Breach. Let's see how he reacts to that.
Jude, a disappointing night for you guys out there. What didn't go Real Madrid's way?
I think, to be fair, from the first minute they probably just took control of the game. We never really maximised the spells that we had in possession. You know, when we got the ball back, I think we probably tried to force the counter-attack a few too many times and turned it over so much that they managed to keep control. Defensively, they kept us in a place where we couldn't really harm them as much. And yeah, I just think they were more up for it than us, to be honest, which is really disappointing to say. But you know, it's a bad result against probably the best performing team in Europe. You know, it's no disgrace to come here and lose, but we are disappointed in how we performed. And the important thing is we use it the right way now. You know, we've got 3 games left in the group, and it's important that we go and try and win all of them to give ourselves a best possible chance in the standings. You know.
When Kylian Mbappe gets that opportunity from the penalty spot and he's standing there, I'm guessing as a team you're all expecting him to put that one away.
Yeah, you know, it's obviously a big moment in the game, but it can happen. He's a wonderful player, but the pressure that he holds because of how good he is huge. You know, it's humongous, and you know, the penalty is not the reason why we lost the game. You know, as a collective, we weren't good enough on the night. They performed better than us, and it's as simple as that. Kylian can keep his head high. I know for sure that he will produce many more moments that are huge for this club.
OK, Jude Bellingham there with Jules Breach reacting on that 2-0 loss. Let's throw it ahead a little bit. We mentioned there with Arne Slot, he's got Man City at the weekend, a huge fixture, and perhaps a little bit different to what we're used to because Liverpool have the momentum, and Man City, for the first time in a very long time, don't seem to have any at the moment. It seems to be going from bad to worse. So how do you predict that one going, Rio?
Well, I think before a ball's kicked at the weekend, if you had to put your money on anybody winning the league and winning Champions League, Liverpool will be your first bets, I'm sure, right now. They're favourites. I'm not saying they will, but right now they'll be favourites, and that means there's confidence brimming here. You can feel there's an anticipation before a ball's even kicked in the stadium. There's a confidence from the fans through all to the players and the manager, and there seems to be a quiet authority when they're playing now, with and without the ball. So I think they're looking at a real good state at the moment, but I think they're meeting Man City at a perfect time for Liverpool. They're in form. Man City are struggling. They can't buy a win at the moment, and you'd be bet if you're a betting man, you'd bet on Liverpool beating Man City at the weekend again.
Pep Guardiola said, look, even all the great teams, they can't keep it up consistently for that long. And I think we all just kind of thought, yeah, but City will. Do you think this is just a slump, or do you think this is a sign of a tough season ahead for City?
No, I definitely don't think it's a sign of a tough season ahead, especially with Pep being in charge. He'll come up with some sort of master plan, but it's just one of those things. I think when a team goes on a run, it's how quickly can you get off the run. I think they'll try and look at the positive from last night and say they didn't lose. So I think you have to try and take the positives out of it. And I think Liverpool will definitely know not to underestimate Man City, because they know how good they can be. And with such good teams, all it takes is a flick of a switch and they're back on it. So.
How will Liverpool be eyeing that fixture, do you think, at the weekend?
Oh, they'll be looking forward to it. They just want to carry on, don't they? The manager said just, when we were off camera, saying that actually playing 3 days suits them because they just roll on. He doesn't have to say anything. It's Manchester City. They're the champions of England. They just played the champions of Europe. They're playing the champions of England. They know if they win, they're 11 points clear of them. That's a huge amount of points. So he doesn't have to say anything. And the team are fit. Trent Alexander-Arnold was on the bench tonight, so he looks as if he'll come in for Conor Bradley. So that's great news. And with the crowd behind them, the crowd will be really up for it, like they were tonight. So it's going to be a brilliant game, and it'll be hard for City.
How much easier is it to keep winning when you're on this sort of trail that you just keep going?
You take a game every 24 hours. I mean, you want the games to continue just coming and knocking them down like dominoes, and it's that confidence. And we always say that one word, momentum. If you can get momentum and you can continue that, it breeds such great confidence. And they've got a lot of players who have experience. They know this route. They know how to win these big trophies. So they're going to be a hard hard nut to crack, I think.
Yeah, looking at those teams as well, the team that we saw tonight, and like Maka was saying, some of their best players that weren't even playing, they have their own concerns with injuries and things like that. But this manager is so impressive, Arne Slot, and even there when he came and spoke to us, what were your kind of reactions to him, Gareth?
It feels like he's just taken it in his stride.
It's calm, isn't it?
Like I said, he hasn't had to change too much in terms of their style, so he's really, excuse the pun, just slotted in and
Nice.
He's won the bet. He's won the bet, guys. He won
pay
it.
up, boys, pay up.
The bet.
Pay up.
Drop the
Last
mic.
minute of the show as well.
But apart from that, he genuinely seems comfortable in his own skin. He seems like he's really taken it in his stride, and you can see from the performances.
Yeah, it's not always easy to do, Maka, in terms of coming here and filling the boots of Jurgen Klopp, but so far he is doing it incredibly well, isn't he? All right, guys, coming up next after us is the Goal Show Extra. The guys are waiting to show you all of the goals from all of the other games tonight. It's on TNT Sports 1, starts at 10:30, so you've just got probably a couple of minutes or so to go and make yourself a cup of tea, get back in your sofa and watch that, and we will see you again next time. Thanks for